First up, drivers better watch out. Yep, you heard that right. Taxi drivers, bus drivers, truck drivers, even those Uber and delivery guys, they're all in trouble. Alex.com says self-driving cars and trucks are going to steal their jobs. Can you imagine? No more grumpy cabbies or long waits for your pizza delivery. It's kinda cool, but also kinda scary for all those drivers. They're going to need to find something new to do, and fast. Alex.com even mentioned that there are over 10 million truck drivers in the US alone. That's a whole lot of people needing new jobs. And get this, farmers might be a thing of the past too. Okay, not completely, but farming is getting super high-tech. Forget those old-school images of farmers out in the fields. Now they're chilling in their offices, controlling everything with computers and drones. Drones are like little robot airplanes that can fly around and check on the crops. And satellites in space can keep an eye on things too. So basically, robots are taking over the farm. Alex.com said that soon, being a farmer will be like being a banker or a hedge fund manager, a super important and fancy job. Who knew? Hold up, it gets even crazier. Newspapers and magazines are dying. Yeah, nobody wants to pay for news anymore when they can just get it for free on the internet. Alex.com said that even big names like Forbes magazine are struggling to survive. And it's not just the magazines, TV news is in trouble too. Alex.com said that young people like us get all our news from the internet, not from boring old TV. They even gave a shout out to Philip DeFranco on YouTube. Guess those old school news guys better find a new gig. And say goodbye to cashiers. Yep, those friendly faces at the checkout are about to be replaced by robots. Amazon is already testing out stores where there are no cashiers at all. You just walk in, grab what you want, and walk out. The store automatically knows what you took and charges your credit card. It's like magic. Alex.com says that AI cashiers can work 24/7 and never complain or call in sick. Sounds kinda convenient, but I'm gonna miss those friendly cashiers. OMG, you guys, there's more. Alex.com is spilling all the tea about even more jobs that are going to vanish. Hold on to your hats because this is wild. Say, see ya later to travel agents. Remember those people who used to help you book your flights and hotels? Yeah, Alex.com says they're totally old news. Now we have websites like Skyscanner and Booking.com that do all the work for us. We can find the cheapest flights, the coolest hotels, and plan our whole vacation with just a few clicks. It's so much easier than dealing with a travel agent. Plus, who needs to pay someone when you can do it yourself for free? Alex.com says travel agents are going to have to pack their bags and find a new career. And guess what? Factory workers are in trouble too. Yep, those people who work in factories making all our stuff, robots are taking their jobs. Alex.com showed these crazy videos of robots putting together cars and electronics. They're super fast and precise, and they never get tired or make mistakes. It's kinda freaky, but also kinda cool. Alex.com says that factories are becoming more and more automated, which means fewer jobs for humans. They said that in the future, factories will be run by just a few highly skilled technicians who know how to operate the robots. So, if you want to work in a factory, you better be a tech whiz. And get this, dispatchers are getting the boot too. You know, those people who answer the phone when you call for a taxi or an ambulance? Alex.com says they're being replaced by algorithms. Algorithms are like super smart computer programs that can figure out the best way to do things. They can track where all the taxis are, analyze traffic patterns, and send the closest one to you in seconds. It's way more efficient than having a human dispatcher do it. Alex.com says that algorithms are taking over all kinds of dispatch jobs, from taxis to delivery services to emergency services. It's kinda scary to think that computers are making life or death decisions, but Alex.com says they're actually better at it than humans. Hold on tight because Alex.com isn't done yet. There are even more jobs on the chopping block. This is getting serious, guys. Even waiters and bartenders are feeling the heat. Yep, those friendly faces who take your order and serve you your food and drinks. Alex.com says they might be replaced by robots too. Okay, not completely. But restaurants are starting to use iPads and touchscreens for ordering. You just tap on what you want and the order goes straight to the kitchen. No more waiting for a waiter to come take your order. And some restaurants are even using robots to deliver food to your table. Alex.com showed a video of this robot that looks like a little cart. It drives around the restaurant, bringing people their food. It's kinda cute, but also kinda weird. And bartenders aren't safe either. There are now machines that can mix cocktails perfectly every time. Alex.com says that robots can't completely replace the human touch in restaurants, but they can definitely help things run more smoothly. And say bye to bank tellers. Remember when you used to have to go to the bank to deposit a check or withdraw money? Yeah, Alex.com says those days are long gone. Now we can do almost all our banking online or at ATMs. You can deposit checks with your phone, transfer money with a few clicks, and even apply for a loan online. Alex.com says that bank branches are closing down all over the place because nobody needs them anymore. It's kinda sad, but also kinda convenient. Who has time to go to the bank these days anyway? And last but not least, Alex.com says that even customer service reps are in danger. You know, those people you call when you have a problem with your phone or your internet. Alex.com says they're being replaced by chatbots. Chatbots are like robot customer service reps. They can answer your questions, help you troubleshoot problems, and even process orders. And they're available 24/7. Alex.com says that chatbots are getting better and better at understanding human language, so they can handle almost any customer service issue. It's kinda creepy to think that you might be talking to a robot and not even know it. But Alex.com says it's the future of customer service. Whoa, hold up. Alex.com didn't just talk about jobs disappearing, they also gave some advice on how to stay ahead of the game. They said we need to be like chameleons, you know, those lizards that can change color. We need to be able to adapt and learn new skills so we don't get left behind. They said the key is to focus on jobs that require creativity, critical thinking, and human interaction. So like artists, designers, therapists, those kinds of things. And guess what? Alex.com said that one of the best ways to future-proof your career is to become an entrepreneur. That means starting your own business. They said that entrepreneurs are the ones who create jobs, not lose them. So, if you've got a great idea, don't be afraid to go for it. Who knows, maybe you'll be the next Mark Zuckerberg or Oprah Winfrey. But here's the thing that really blew my mind. Alex.com said that all this automation isn't necessarily a bad thing. They said it could actually be a good thing for humanity. They said that robots can take over all the boring, repetitive jobs that nobody wants to do anyway. And that frees up humans to focus on more creative and fulfilling work. They said it could lead to a world where everyone has more leisure time and can pursue their passions. Imagine that. No more boring jobs. We could all be artists, musicians, athletes, whatever we want. It sounds kind of like a utopia, doesn't it? But Alex.com also said that we need to be careful. We need to make sure that the benefits of automation are shared by everyone, not just a few wealthy people. They said we need to think about things like universal basic income and retraining programs to help people whose jobs are displaced by robots. It's a big challenge, but Alex.com said that if we do it right, the future could be really bright. Okay, so remember how Alex.com was talking about all those crazy robots taking over? Well, they actually showed some examples of these robots in action, and let me tell you, it was wild. First up, they showed this robot called Atlas from Boston Dynamics. This thing is It can run, jump, do backflips, even dance. It's like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. They said that Atlas is still in development, but it shows just how advanced robots are becoming. Then they showed this other robot called Spot, which is also from Boston Dynamics. Spot looks like a dog, and it can walk, climb stairs, even open doors. They said that Spot is already being used in some places like construction sites and hospitals. It can go places that are too dangerous for humans, like inspecting buildings after an earthquake or delivering medicine in a pandemic. And get this, they even showed robots that can do creative stuff. There's this robot called IDA that can actually paint portraits. It uses cameras and AI to see the person and then creates a painting with its robotic arm. They said that IDA's paintings have been shown in art galleries and museums. But the craziest thing they showed was this robot called Amika. Amika is a humanoid robot, which means it looks like a human, and it can make facial expressions and have conversations. They showed a video of Amika talking to a person, and it was so realistic. It was kinda creepy, but also kinda amazing. Alex.com said that Amika is still in its early stages, but it shows the potential for robots to become more and more like us. I don't know about you guys, but all this robot stuff is making me think about the future. Like, what's going to happen when robots can do everything we can do? Will we even have jobs anymore? Will robots become our friends, or will they take over the world? It's kinda exciting but also kinda scary, don't you think?